Hello everyone, I'm Mike from Missouri, and this is my Case 1840 loader boom that I've been working on. We are restoring late 80s, early 90s 1840, which has the Cummins engine. And on all the previous videos, I've redone all the pins and bushings and the bushings in the quick attach, and I'm finally ready to get this thing out for sandblasting. It's been, I don't know, 3-4 weeks since I've actually worked on this, and that's because I decided to build my own pressure pot sandblaster. I'll give you a quick look over here. So we're going to use this to sandblast the boom, but before we can sandblast it, I need to get a tarp out in the yard, and then I'm going to take the tractor and we'll strap it here. We'll get this up in the air, set it over the tarp. I've been using the sandblaster, testing it on some things, and it doesn't go through sand too fast, but I'm tired of spending 10 bucks a bag on sand, and hopefully I can recover some of it and then sift it out and reuse it again. So let's get going. Old Buildboard tarps. They're great if you've never used them. Real heavy duty, pretty reasonably priced. You can get them online, I think at buildboardtarps.com or something like that. All right, got me some weight all the way around. What do we got? Something when changing prizes. Big old heavy solid piece of 1.5 inch stock. So now we can get the tractor and load that loader boom onto here. But before I move this out, I should take that quick attach plate off. I think it'll be easier to do it separately. Wow, that was tight because it's already put marks on this pin. Not super great, but yep. You guys are probably wondering, probably would be easier just to use jack stands, but I didn't think of that until later, so I'm going to use these. There we go. I think it'll work. There she is. All right. Hey, just grab this with the forks maybe. You set it on something too. Yeah, I meant to do that. There we go. Okay, tomorrow morning we'll get up and I'll be ready to start sandblasting these. Hopefully I can get these cleaned pretty quickly, and then we can start building these back together with the cylinders and hydraulic hoses and lines and start going the positive direction. So that's the plan, and we'll see how good this tarp works, if it was even worth doing or not. Like I said, let's see, about we got about 4 hours of sandblasting with $30 of sand. It's not terrible, but a little bit of extra work, and if I can recover 2/3 of that, I'll be happy. So I'll see you in the morning. Hey, it's the following morning, and I need to fill this sandblaster pot with some sand. I am using a fine multi-purpose utility sand I'm getting at Menards. I know that silicosis is dangerous. This does contain silica. I'm using it outside. I'm also using a 3M respirator, and with the wind it's really blowing away from me, so I think the health risk is low. I made this sifter out of an old kitchen pot, and what I found is, even though this stuff is supposedly graded for size, there's a few little pieces in there that are big, and they clog the nozzle. So it takes a bit of time to run it through this, but I think it'll save time in the long run. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, down here I got off Amazon. Let me get you zoomed in. It's a little vibrating mechanism. You plug it in and it vibrates the whole pot, and that helps. You kind of hear it there. That helps with getting the sand down into the the Airstream. It does function without it, but it does help with downtime and consistent airflow. But I've got that thing turned down, and by I mean turned down is there's some weights on it, and I reduced it from 100% vibration down to like 50%, but I think I want to raise it up to about 75%, so I'm going to take those end covers off and switch those weights around. So let's get that done here. Well, this thing was only like 30 bucks off Amazon, and it makes a pretty big difference. Even when sifting the sand through that sifter, it helps with getting the sand to vibrate down through. So you can see on there those weights, they're all like offset of center, and it causes it to vibration. I'll plug it in, this rotates. So we're going to move those weights to be even more offset so I get some more vibration. I don't really have to pull this all the way off. I just wanted to show you guys how it has these little dimples in here that allow you to offset, and it engages on the back side so they don't slip around. So I got 4 little things exposed. I'm going to go down to just having 2 exposed. All right, let's kick this thing back on after changing those weights around. Get some sand in here. It definitely helps it. Okay, got it all sifted through. Just a couple of pieces in there to really slow your process down. So I got 150 pounds of sand in here. Hooked up the compressed air. Hook up the vibrating mechanism. got to pressurize the tank. Make sure there's a seal, make sure it's clean of any sand on this bottom here. Yep. All right, I'll pull up on this and put pressure into the tank. It leaks a little bit at first till it gets a lot of pressure underneath it and pushes it up harder against the seal. Windy, and there we go. All right, tank's almost 70 pounds, 80 pounds. It's climbing. I have the compressor regulator set at about 100 pounds. Now the key that I found to using this is, so this is the valve for the air inlet, and this is the valve that sends air down across the venturi down here and out the hose. And then there's a sand valve in here. If you open the sand valve before you're running air through here, it'll fill the whole hose full of sand and blocks it up. So you always got to turn this on first, get the air running through the nozzle. Here's the tip. Not real big. You can unscrew this if it gets plugged, but this whole hose will get full of sand if you do it in the wrong order.
Some sticker there. I'll scrape that off my hand.
2 hours later, I got both sides of the quick attach done. The paint on it was almost like a powder coat. This was a different model year. Came from a different model year machine, but turned out all right. This stripped really easy, except for the stickers, which I'm gonna manually scrape and then go over it. But I'm gonna get the tractor, flip this upside down and do the bottom side. But I'm real happy with how this blaster's working. I don't know, I probably used half my sand, but I've collected a bunch of it. So. The sticker, sand is kind of black, bounces off that rubbery sticker. Get the sticker off and the paint will come right off. I could take the sticker off with the sandblaster, but it kind of wastes a lot of sand, where I can go over this with a carbide scraper pretty quick and then go back over with a sandblaster. What you can't see here after the wind knocked over my camera is I hook up the boom and bring it up over onto the tarp and finish the rest of the sandblasting. Guys, I got her all done. I need to move it out of the way so I can clean up my mess here. Fortunately, it's gotten pretty windy out here. I need a tour to get all this cleaned up. the worst part of this. Windy. Well, all of my microphone audio is completely gone for the rest of this video. I guess the tumble on the camera has messed up something on it and I can't get it to work again. So anyway, basically I'm folding up this tarp in really windy weather. I'm sorry about all the wind noise on the camera, but as you can see, it's going all right, but really would be nice to have a little bit more help. Let's see what we can do here. Here's the recycled stuff. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed coming along for that process. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm happy with how much we got done today. We had about 4 hours total sandblasting. Went through 3 bags of sand. Ended up recovering about a whole 5-gallon bucket full, plus about another half, which I'm going back through right now. So I maybe saved half of it. I probably would have done better if it wasn't so windy. I think the wind was carrying it off. But anyway, please like and subscribe. I'll have more videos on this 1840 restoration in the future. Thanks, have a good one.